Hey everybody, Ruth and I were just having a really great conversation sitting out here on the water in the Baja. It's a beautiful day here, and we just had to take a break from work, and Ruth and I were talking about her doggy daycare. She was talking about how she's considering changing to a different daycare facility, and I think it was because they were closing. Is that right, Ruth?
Yeah, well, we had two scenarios, one closed and the other one we're just not quite happy with because they don't have cameras. So that's when I started thinking I needed to talk to you about, and I wanted our pet lovers to kind of know what's important when you're evaluating a doggy daycare facility.
That's a really, really good question. And what I would say is that you know, again, I think that you have to have access. You have to have at least, whether it's cameras, whether it's them, touching base with you, sending you short video clips, things like that. That's important. I think it's also important that you're matching sort of what I would say personalities, sizes, that kind of thing, making sure that you do sort of a quick, behavior check about, we all get along with different people in different ways, and dogs are kind of the same way. And so I think that's really important. Cleanliness is huge. It's huge. You cannot, there's so many different opportunities for disease transfer. It's sort of like taking your child to daycare, right? The opportunities there. And it's how do they handle each individual pet? I think that's a big one. There's other things that are important, but honestly, I think that it's a combination of cleanliness and matching up dogs to like dogs so that they all get along, and ultimately making sure that they're getting the physical stimulation, the mental stimulation, along with time for rest. Make sure they have access to plenty of water. And I think, if they have to spend the night, I always recommend that you bring your own food. That's another one I would say. There are others, but those are the big ones. Love them up.